Hello, everybody. I'm starting this video off with an egg. I'm in one of those moods where I've had an early start day, I've been busy, I've been doing work, and I'm just so done. It's not like I'm in a bad mood. I'm in a right mood. I'm in one of those moods where I'm just being overly dramatically hilarious, or it's like I'm being jokingly over dramatic about how my life is just feeling like it's crumbling around me. But like it's not, I'm not like, basically don't worry about me, I'm fine. I'm just having one of my dramatic moments. I've started my period, so that actually might be the reason why I'm like being over dramatic. I'm here to start this vlog because I didn't start it yesterday. Today's Tuesday. I start my vlogs on Monday and I didn't film at all yesterday because I had an early start, so I didn't film in the morning, and then I had a very long day, and then when I got home I had another breakdown. Mondays just seem to be my breakdown day. Mondays seem to be the days where it just gets too much and I just can't do it, so I have a breakdown. So I was in no mood at all yesterday to film. I had a seminar from 9 to 11, did that, then I had to go shopping to go get some food, and then I came back here, ate some lunch, watched some Broadchurch, and then did some work. I usually stay at uni on Tuesdays till later in the afternoon for a screening I have, but today's screening is meant to be like an outdoor cinema thing, so that's not until 7, so I'm just come home for that. But it might not be an outdoor thing because the weather's crap today, so it might just be an indoor thing. It's either we can go to the indoor, watch the same film but indoors, or go to a different outdoor cinema thing for tomorrow. But I think I'm already busy tomorrow. Also, I don't really want to go outdoors because it's freezing. I just want to be indoors. So I don't know what's happening tonight. That might happen, might not, probably will. I don't know. Can you see how scatty my brain is right now? I'm here to talk about this week and what I'm going to be reading this week. This week, plans-wise, is pretty boring. I've got nothing to do apart from uni. I've got my trusty bullet journal to help me out with what I am planning on reading. I have already finished a book today. It's the 1st of October, so I have started a new spread. Started October in my bullet journal. I'm going to probably show it to you and you're going to be like, I can't see that, Charlotte, but I've got my October read, you can't see it. And as you can see, I've already read one book, and that is Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. I finished my audiobook for that today. Loved it. 4.5 out of 5 stars. And then if we turn the page, you've got my October book haul spread, but I haven't received or like bought or whatever any books yet, so can't put anything there yet. And then I haven't done each week, but I've got, obviously for the first week, I've got my 1st to the 7th of October page count. I've already read / listened to 82 pages of Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, so I finished it. I have 4 books color-coded down here. I've got obviously Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. For yellow, because it's a yellow cover, I'm going to be continuing reading Opposite of Always by Justin A. Reynolds. I haven't read too much of this now because I just haven't had the chance to. I'm on like 60 pages through. Still loving it. It's a really easy read. It's a really cute read. I'm loving it. I'm really excited to see where it's going to go. And then the next colour is a nice little blue. It's like a darker blue / not really. And that is for The Haunting of Hill House by, what's her name again? Shirley Jackson. I have to read this for my module. Let's go a bit brighter now. First I was like, nah, I'm good, because it's a bit of a more of like an old time. When I say old timey, that seems rude. It was published in the 1950s. At the end of the 1950s, but I'm already like 85 pages through, and girl, I'm here for this. Once you kind of get past the very like stereotypical like 1950s, very descriptive like gothic writing, it is good. I'm enjoying it, and I already knew that it's very different from the TV show. I love the TV show. It's still got the same characters, but the same characters aren't necessarily related to each other. I'm excited to see where it goes, and I'm planning on, because it's spooky season now, it's the 1st of October, it's spooky season, I'm planning on when I read it, if I'm reading at home, to put some little kind of scary, spooby kind of music on when I'm doing it. That's what I did last night. And the other book that I'm going to start / I haven't started yet, but I'm going to start today, is City of Heavenly Fire, City of Fallen Angels. I'm excited for that because I haven't reread a lot of the Mortal Instruments, or like I've reread the first 3 books. I've read those physically like last year, and now that I know it's on audiobook, I want to really read the second half of the Mortal Instruments series, so I'm really excited for that. Only thing that I'm like about and a bit annoyed about with the audiobook is that the male narration is by Ed Westwick. I know we haven't heard much about what happened to him. I'm not gonna support him if he has been accused of all this stuff. Unless I can get solid proof that he did not do these things, I'm just gonna have to back away and be like, sorry Ed, this is what I'm planning on reading this week. Probably, maybe, might read some other stuff, but I'm not gonna say I'm definitely going to, because I don't know how this week's gonna plan out. If we're going by how I was yesterday and how I am now, this could be an interesting week. Other than that, I'm gonna leave it here, so I will see you guys later. Hopefully I won't be as deranged as this, but don't count on it. That is the most underrated Glee performance cover song, whatever you want to call them. It is the most underrated. It is the best. Rio, Hungry Like a Wolf mashup, performed by Darren Criss and Matt Bomer. I'm just saying, underrated. That whole episode is underrated because their performance of Someone I Used to Know, that is gold as well. Underrated. That whole episode is underrated. Anyway, hello, welcome to the vlog. This is Wednesday. I don't know why I'm saying welcome when you've already, you know, started watching this. It is Wednesday. I did not update you last night. I need to tell you about last night. Oh my god. Last time I spoke to you, I said that I was meant to be going to an outdoor screening. Because of the weather, they're not going to be doing a outdoor screening of the film. They're just going to screen it inside. So you can either go to the like inside screening, like indoor screening of it, or you can exchange your tickets for the outdoor screening that they're doing of another film, which is tonight. Me and my friend decided to do the indoor screening just because I don't want to be sitting outside in the cold. Also comfy seats. So we went to the indoor screening of Dazed and Confused last night and I really enjoyed it. I really liked that film actually. It is a 1993 film directed by the guy who directed like Boyhood, and it's just following high school students. It is set in the 70s. It's following high school students on their, or I think they're seniors, on their last day of high school. It's just so good and really nostalgic because at my age of being like 20, it kind of throws me back to that time of being like 16, 17, 18 when you would, like, obviously in England you would, but you'd go out drinking with your friends and stuff like that, and it just reminded me of the times that I would just be on the beach with my friends getting drunk. So me and my friend, you know, we were just leaving the thing to head home, and that was when the heavens decided to open up. When I say that I came home soaking wet, I meant that. It got to the point when I was walking home and it was still raining and I just didn't care. I'm so surprised I'm not ill. My shoes still haven't dried yet. I got home, I need to warm up, I need my clothes to dry out, but realised our heating's not on, so I had to like call up my dad. I was a mess. I was like crying on the phone to my dad. Like I was cold, I was wet, and I just said to him like, I need you to help me to sort out the heating to get these radiators on so I could dry my clothes, and eventually he did. Then I had another mare because I think maybe water got into my bag, even though it's a waterproof bag, and my book sleeve got wet, which meant my book got a little bit wet. It wasn't dangerously wet, but just a little bit, and it still was really upsetting. When I went to charge my phone last night, my charger stopped working, and I ended up putting the charger in a bag of rice, and when I woke up this morning it was working, so we love that. We're all better now. You know, I've had a quite productive day actually. I have filmed my wrap up, which will be going up next week probably. I'm not going to be posting a video this week because I just need a little bit of a break. I just don't think I'm going to be uploading all the time because university is killing me. Went to Waterstones and did some editing and did some reading, and I think now I will probably just do some reading. I want to finish the last episode of season 2 of Broadchurch because I've been rewatching that and I'm like 20 minutes from finishing that episode because this episode is just, it's just such a good show. Even though I've seen it before, it still blows my mind all the time. It's just honestly like the most amazing show ever. It is written so well and you just don't get murder mystery shows like this anymore. I know this show ended not that long ago. You still don't get murder mystery shows like that like at all, or just like mystery detective shows like that anymore. You honestly don't, and it's just so good. Tonight I'm going to see Judy, the Judy Garland film, with a few friends, and other than that I don't really have much to do or on right now. I will hopefully read more of The Haunting of Hill House today and maybe some of Opposite of Always, but I'm not sure. We'll just have to see. I will leave you guys because I don't have much to say. I will probably, if I don't vlog while I'm out, then I will probably catch you guys tomorrow. Maybe, don't know, we'll see. So Lee Bardugo just announced the Shadow and Bone casting. So I've only read the Six of Crows duology and I haven't read the Shadow and Bone trilogy, but your girl's getting on that. Like I've been meaning to for a while, but your girl's getting on that ASAP. I'm sorry if the sound is really bad and I'm just like talking into this and it's like ASMR. I can't function. I'm in like a shaking mess because of one person that has been cast. Mr. Ben Barnes, my childhood crush, my still crush. Honestly, I'm weak for this man. I will read this series like no other, just for him. You know what? I'm gonna do it now. I'm gonna go on Book Depository and I'm gonna buy all 3 books right now. I'm not kidding. I'm gonna do it. Come watch me do it. I'm gonna do it. Oh, this is bad. Oh, this is bad for my bank account. Oh no. Oh no. So here we go. I'm about to do it. I honestly cannot believe I'm doing this. So I can get Shadow and Bone for £3.81. Let's do this! Okay, so the ones in the same editions are pretty cheap. I'm gonna go for it, kids. This is it, kids. £15.31. I'm not gonna complain. That's actually not too bad. For 3 books, that's pretty good. Obviously not gonna show you guys putting me all my details in, so I'll be back. I did it. I bought it. I've committed now. I've committed. What if I don't like the first one? I've committed. Oh well. Hello everybody. Didn't vlog yesterday. You should get used to this. You should get used to me not vlogging every day because sometimes it's just not going to happen. But I am in a different location. I'm in my kitchen because I need to make some food. I'm hungry. It is, what's the time? It is about 2 o'clock and I have not eaten yet because I had a seminar from 11 to 1 and then I didn't want to buy food, so I came home. I need to make some food. I'm just gonna make a stir fry because that's what I want. But I'm just filming because, hold on, I'll be back in a sec. Because I got a package. This was literally the only reason why I wanted an excuse to film, because I just feel like I haven't filmed that much, but I didn't actually have anything to say, so this is a perfect excuse for me to film. I have like 5 books on its way from Book Depository because I have no self-control, so I don't know which one this is going to be. Well, they've got a new design of bookmarks now. I like it when they kind of update them because they always have series. What is this one about? This beautiful bookmark was designed by Anna from Great Britain, whose personal recommendation is Summer Lighting by P.G. Wodehouse. Oh, it's a really cute bookmark with, like, I'm trying not to get a shine on it, but with a bear looking into its reflection, giving me bet on it vibes. So the book I got, which is a cover I've never seen for this book before. This book's very popular, but I've never seen this cover for it. I've always seen like the normal cover, and that is The Nightingale by Kristin Hannah. I have been meaning to read this book for like forever. It's one of those books that everyone talks about. I always relate this book to Hannah over on A Clockwork Reader. This is a historical fiction book set in World War II, I think. I get told, you know, through like BookTube, you always like get told what books are about, but I always forget what they're about because there's so many books I'm being told synopsises for, so I never really remember what this one is specifically, but I don't think it's like English history. I think it might be like France or maybe Dutch. So it's obviously about a family, 2 sisters within World War II, and I really did just buy it because of the hype. I'm doing a thing where if I just want to buy myself some books and I just don't know what books to buy because I have like over 500 books on my Goodreads TBR. On my notes, I've got my top 3 highest rated books on my TBR and my lowest rated ones. So say I wanted to buy 2 books, I'd buy one from the highest rated, one from the lowest rated, and that's what I've done, and this was the number 1 on the highest rated on my TBR. So we all know that this is potentially going to be a 5-star, or at least a book I really enjoy because it is one of those really high rated books, and I'm super excited. I haven't read a historical fiction book for a while. Probably the last time I did read one was probably like Salt to the Sea by Ruta Sepetys, which was like years ago. I'm gonna make this short because I really need to make food because I'm hungry. I don't have much updates. Last night I just went round to my friends and watched Bake Off. That was really it, and then I came home, I read some of The Haunting of Hill House, which I'm still really enjoying, watched some Waterloo Road because I've got to stay on brand, and then today I just had my seminar. And then to be fair, tonight I'm just going to be really chilling because it's a Friday afternoon. I don't know if I'm going to be filming much this weekend because I just don't have anything on, but I will leave you guys here and I will see you later on. Hello everybody. I was literally just thinking about how I probably wouldn't film today or film like this today because the only thing I would film is like going out, because I'm going to go out to maybe like Waterstones or something in a bit to just do some work and read, as that's what I seem to do a lot of the time. I feel like I'm slowly becoming Ashley over on A Frolic Through Fiction because she always goes to Waterstones to, you know, read and do work. I have more book packages. You probably can guess what they are from what I did earlier in the week, and I'm surprised they've come this fast. One of them is not one that I ordered this week. Again, I haven't really done much. Last night I really just chilled, read, I had a bath, I watched some Waterloo Road, and that's really it. So that's why I haven't really updated, and today I just went to the gym. A new bookmark. Oh, it says to be, as in a bee, like a buzzy bee. I like that, that's really cute. And this is beautiful bookmark was designed by Elizabeth from New Zealand, whose personal recommendation is Whisper by Lynette Nonny. And the book itself is, is the one I wanted to open first. The Cabin at the End of the World by Paul Tremblay. As I said yesterday with buying The Nightingale by Kristin Hannah, that is the book that's the highest rated book on my TBR. This is the lowest book that's rated on my TBR. You're probably thinking, Charlotte, why would you want to read a book that's the lowest on your TBR? It's still got pretty good or like a standardly kind of average good reviews from all of my friends on Goodreads, so I'm still interested. It's a adult mystery. I think it's obviously a mystery thriller about a cabin, about maybe a family who goes to a cabin and just weird stuff happens. I'm excited, and it's not actually that big. She's not actually that big. She's about probably just over 300 pages. I'm really interested to see like what this is going to be about. I like this kind of like illustration or corner here because obviously you've got the cabin and then you've got weird murdery looking tools there, so that's quite interesting to me as well for someone who likes true crime and horror and stuff. I know what they are, these next 2 packages, but I don't know what order because it's a series. You obviously will know because if you've got this far in the vlog, you've seen earlier bits in the vlog, so you should know what these are. So I think I've only got 2 and 3 at the moment. I don't think I have 1. I'm still going to obviously open them on camera. I just don't know which order to open them in because I can't remember which is 2 and which is 3, but I don't think I have number 1 here. There's a trilogy. Another bookmark. This one's all like little cute spooky. It's not cute, it's not spooky, but it's a girl reading on a pumpkin with those of other pumpkins, so that's quite fitting for, you know, this season. And this beautiful bookmark was designed by Degaru from Indonesia. That's probably what I'm struggling to pronounce it. And they recommend The Story Girl by Lucy Maud Montgomery. And the book is, I'm not sure if this is the first or if this is the second or third one. Okay, no, this is the third one. I opened it, I wasn't really sure. Ruin and Rising by Lee Bardugo. This is the third book in the Grisha verse, or the Grisha trilogy. I obviously am wanting to read this series because I haven't read it yet and I need to read it before the Shadow and Bone series comes out. I really like these covers as well. These were like the cheaper covers, and I know these are like the redesigns, and I really like these colors. I like the colors, definitely. This is a very nice like orangey sort of color. I really like these covers, and I think they look gorgeous, and I think altogether they're gonna look stunning, especially with these spines. And I've got a little prequel story in it, The Demon in the Wood, a Darkling prequel story. Seeing as I know who's gonna play the Darkling, I'm interested by that. And obviously then, and this is Siege and Storm, which is the second book in the Grisha trilogy. Again, look at that spine! And you've got exclusive bonus materials inside, Nikolai's character art, and a Q&A with author Lee Bardugo. Oh, Nico, hello Nick. Oh, I love that hair. Oh, look at Nikolai. Oh, I've heard so many good things about Nikolai, so I'm so excited to read about him. He's cute. He is cute. This is the second book in the Shadow and Bone trilogy. So now I have books 2 and 3. I'm just waiting for the first one, Shadow and Bone. Hopefully I might get that on Monday. Don't know. Obviously I won't get it tomorrow because tomorrow's Sunday and no post on Sundays. I've never done it where I've just bought all the series, like all 3 like whatever books. The fact that I have shows my dedication and shows how much I want to read these, and I'm really excited to. I wish I could read them straight away, but what's happening is I'm in a little group chat on Twitter, which is amazing people in it. It's like a little kind of like under 500 subscribers group chat on Twitter, and they're really nice people. And obviously when the Shadow and Bone casting came out, we were all like freaking out about it, and like there's quite a lot of us. I don't think many of us have actually read all of the books from the Grishaverse, so we've decided to do like a little Grishaverse read along starting in December. So I think in December we're going to start with Shadow and Bone and then do the Grishaverse trilogy, and then we're going to obviously move on to Six of Crows, which I've read Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom. I might reread those, I might not. It depends on like what's happening in my life when that happens. So I can't read these at the moment, but when I can, I'm going to be so excited to. And now that we have the casting, I feel like it's going to be such an amazing experience, especially Ben Barnes. I still am just so emotional about Ben Barnes being in this verse because I love this universe. Even though again I've only read the Six of Crows duology, I still love this universe because it's just so well written. Lee Bardugo has written this so well. The characters are so great, and even though Ben's character is not part of the Six of Crows duology, I'm freaking out. And Kaz Brekker, guy who's been cast as Kaz Brekker, is so perfect. I'm a mess. So I'm gonna go and put these on my kind of makeshift bookshelf. I got more books and I'm so happy. I love books so much. I just need to read more because I'm slacking on my reading, honestly. I think because I'm having to read The Haunting of Hill House, and even though I'm really enjoying that book, it still like bogs down quite a bit in it. Every energy of reading that I want to spend a day reading is taken up by that. So when it comes around to reading Opposite of Always, I'm like, I just have no energy. So my week isn't that good at the moment. The most I've read in a day this week since the 1st of October is just over like 125 pages. Obviously that includes my audiobook, so the audiobook does help me. So like yesterday was probably my worst day so far, where I only read like 82. I'm gonna leave this here, gotta go and sort myself out, get ready to go to Waterstones, and while I'm doing that, I am going to watch more American Horror Story because I'm Michael Langdon trash. I have a playlist on I make playlists on Spotify to do with certain characters / ships. I have a Mickey Milkovich and Ian Galavich one from Shameless. I have a Draco Malfoy one. I have a Jerome and Jeremiah Valeska one. I have a James Patrick March one. I obviously have my Michael Langdon one, and I have a Daniel Lyons and Victor Garaya one from Years and Years, if you don't know that show. You are so lucky that I was not on BookTube and I was not vlogging and filming while I was watching Years and Years, because that would be all my channel would be about, was Years and Years. I've not watched that show. I don't want to go into depth about it, but it's written by the same guy who did Doctor Who brought back Doctor Who, Russell T Davies. I love that man so much. It's got an amazing cast, such a good show. Would die for Daniel Lyons and Victor Garaya. Let's move on. I will see you guys later, hopefully in Waterstones. Goodbye. iCarly season 1's just been put on Netflix UK, and I've been preaching that so much, and it's honestly the best thing ever. Like, I'm already on episode 6, 7. Love that show. It's too funny for my, it's just so funny. I'm gonna do my wrap up for this week. So over this week I have read from 1, 2, 3, 4 books, and I'm gonna tell you guys, you know, what I've read, all that sort of stuff. I'm gonna give you page counts as well because I've got that in my bullet journal. So this week I have read 137 pages, or listened to 137 pages of Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, which finished off my reading for that. I really enjoyed that book. It was a reread and it was just so much fun kind of getting back into that world. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to reread the other two because they're not available on audiobook through my library, but maybe at one point in the future I will reread them physically, maybe when I go home or something. But I really did enjoy just rereading it, and I gave it a 4.5 out of 5 stars. It has really warmed my heart being back in that world. I don't need to count how many pages because I know that I read 246 pages, which is the whole entirety of The Haunting of Hill House by Shirley Jackson. I had to read this for university and I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed this book. It is published in the late 1950s, so I was a bit worried that it would be hard to get into, hard to follow, but I really did enjoy it, and I thought it was very atmospheric, very different from the TV show if you've seen the TV show, and it was still really good. There was one scene that genuinely creeped me out. Like, I don't usually get creeped out or scared by stuff in books, but this one scene which creeped me out. It's kind of nice to read it and then kind of compare it to the TV show. Tomorrow in my lecture we're going to be watching one of the film adaptations of it and then watching an episode, or the first episode of the TV show. I've read 149 pages of Opposite of Always by Justin A. Reynolds. I'm currently nearly halfway through. I'm on page about 190 and I'm enjoying this book a lot. I haven't read as much of it as I wanted to, just because I've been having to read The Haunting of Hill House and I just haven't had a lot of time with university and all that to kind of get around to reading more of this. I will try and read more tonight, so this is not like my definite page count for this week. It is a bit frustrating that because I have to read books this term for my module and for university, I do have to sometimes put aside leisure and my own personal reading. I'm still reading, but I'm just not always reading what I want to read. I am really enjoying this book. I really love the characters. The premise is really interesting. I'm really excited to see where it goes and to see it develop, and I really like Justin A. Reynolds' writing style. Super excited to see where this goes. And finally, I have read or listened to 242 pages of City of Fallen Angels. I've been listening to it on audiobook. It's a reread again and I'm really enjoying it. I'm really enjoying being back in this world, and what I noticed with this book, something I feel like I both like and dislike, is the fact that the beginning of this book and a majority of this book, I say like half of this book, is just setting up, is very much mundane activities. It's not like, oh, we're fighting demons from the get-go. It is very much, oh, so this is what's happening with this character and this is what's happening with this character, and it's very just mundane situations going on. I don't mind. I think for a series that I already love, and for a series where I love the characters and will literally read anything about the characters, it's fine. I don't mind it. But obviously if you didn't maybe love the characters as much, or you just weren't really into that sort of stuff, maybe it's just a bit frustrating. I kind of get it because I would like to listen to or read more action stuff. That is it. That's all the books I have been reading this week. I'm going to quickly do a Monday to Saturday kind of page count, see how many pages I've read this week. So not including what I've listened to today on with City of Fallen Angels, I have read 773 pages this week, which is crazy when it's all added up. For some people that they probably can do that in like a weekend or a couple of days, but that is, the fact that I've done that this week, that is mind-boggling. Obviously that does include audiobooks, so that does help me a lot, but still, hopefully maybe next week will be more, we'll see. I could add last Sunday, so I have probably read between 800 and 850 pages this week. It's just mind-blowing. I think it's actually crazy that that is how much I've read. That is this week's vlog wrapped up. I hope you guys enjoyed it. At the beginning of the week, or as we getting further into the week, I was really worried that I just wouldn't have much content, but I think this vlog's gonna be fine. You have to just realize that a lot of my vlogs are just gonna be me sitting down and chatting. At least this week you've got a few like cute vloggy clips, and you've got me freaking out over the Shadow and Bone casting, which I haven't thought about today, and I'm just rethinking about it. And Ben Barnes, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading vlog. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and like. All my links are in the description below. So with all that said and done, I'm gonna go, and I should edit, but I'm probably gonna go watch some more iCarly, and I'll see you guys in my next video.